What's up, everybody? I got another fight announcement for you. October 5th, we will be returning to Utah at the Delta Center for UFC 307. The main event, Alex Pereira will look to defend his light heavyweight belt against Khalil Roundtree.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Dana White, you're cooked. Dana White announced Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree as the UFC 307 main event. Completely blindsided me. Not what I was thinking. I would have thought it was more likely that Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena would be the headliner before an Alex Pereira fight, and especially number 8 ranked Khalil Roundtree. Some other fights announced: Stephen Thompson, Joaquin Buckley. That's a good fight. I actually like that fight. Jose Aldo versus Mario Batista is good. I just don't think Jose should be fighting Mario. I think he should be fighting up the rankings, but I digress. If he wins this fight, he'll fight somebody in the top 4 probably, and then get a title shot if you were to win. Roman Dolidze versus Kevin Holland. Gatekeeper versus Gatekeeper. I don't know why it says Holland's ranked 15 at middleweight. He's not. He's probably ranked like 16. And he would have fought Chris Curtis to get into the middleweight rankings, which I don't even know what weight division this guy resides in anymore. Mobzar versus Aljo. We already knew that. And Vieira versus Harrison. We knew that. This is solely so Harrison can serve as the backup for this fight, and if need be, and then call out the winner when she shits on Caitlin Vieira's dreams. So yeah, this is where we're at with this card, and I did light heavyweight has a problem, just seeing as this is the fight that had to be made. Well, that's for later. But look, Yuri Prochazka lost to Alex twice. Magomed Ankalaev only wants to fight in Abu Dhabi, so they said, fuck you, you're getting Rakic. Jamal Hill coming off a loss to Pereira. Jan Blachowicz coming off a loss to Pereira. Nikita Krylov. Nobody's heard from this man in years. Who nobody knows Nikita Krylov, please. Blink twice if you need help. Come back. I want to make sure you're okay. He fought Ryan Spann in March of 2023, and he's now gone. He's disappeared. Volkan Ozdemir, coming off a win over Johnny Walker, somehow went below Nikita Krylov, who hasn't made a noise since he beat Ryan Spann. And then that lands us on Khalil Roundtree. If we think about it, we were one Khalil Roundtree no away from getting Carlos Ulberg in the main event. Getting a title shot after beating Alonzo Menifield. Khalil Roundtree is getting a title shot off of this win streak. He beat Modestas Pakauskas, Carl Robertson, Dustin Jacoby, Chris Daukaus, and Anthony Smith. He's getting a title shot off of beating Anthony Smith. That's ridiculous. Like, if Khalil Roundtree pulls out, who's up next? Is it fucking Roman Dolidze? Like, is Roman Dolidze up next? This is fucking bullshit, man. Dana White planned this out so poorly. He had no plans for 307. He was so focused on stacking the Abu Dhabi card in 308. He left nothing for this fight card. So he just has to call Alex Pereira to save his ass again and hop on this card, which is like, this is like the weirdest card of all time, I feel like. All these matchups are like good matchups, but they're just so, like, Roman Dolidze versus Kevin Holland is just such a weird matchup in my mind. I don't know why. I don't even know who I'm going to pick in this fight because they're both just gatekeeper central. I kind of like this fight. Like I said, I think Jose should be fighting up. But this is going to be a good fight. Thompson versus Buckley. This fight is going to be phenomenal, I think. It's just two strikers. It's a great feature bout, especially knowing that this is next. And we're going to get a live execution in the main event. But, yeah, Dana White, just unprepared, throws main events together. He just calls up Alex Pereira, yo, what you doing on October 5th? And just gives him what should be a free title defense, but knowing MMA, this is about the point where Khalil Roundtree throws an overhand and Alex Pereira's out cold through the floor of the canvas, and I have to look at Khalil Roundtree holding a belt. And it's also weird. I know it was a tainted supplement. It wasn't like Khalil Roundtree was cheating, but to have a fight canceled due to you having to pull out because of a dope test and then getting a title shot, it's that just something doesn't sit right. It just doesn't feel right saying that. And I'm not saying there's any Magomed Ankalaev is the one who should be getting this title shot, but he refuses to fight anywhere but Abu Dhabi. I don't know why, as a contender, you think you can call shots like that, and you fucked that up for yourself bad. You fucked it up bad. But anyway, yeah, he gets Rakic now, and yeah, light heavyweight's dead. What they probably should have done is, if you were gonna fight Alex Pereira, I would have said try to get him in there with Aspinall, because if you have him fight Aspinall for the interim belt at 307, have Aspinall here instead, and then if what's his name, if John Jones and Stipe both retire, if John Jones and Stipe both retire, then you could promote that the winner of Aspinall Pereira to champ, and if John Jones decides to stay, you fight them to unify the belts. And yeah, you could have Alex Pereira. You could advertise Alex Pereira being the first man to attempt trying to win 3 belts. That is way more marketable than fucking Khalil Roundtree. Nobody gives a shit about. Like, whenever an Alex Pereira fight gets announced, I'm usually excited, but I saw this and I was just confused. Like, I didn't even know how to feel about it. I wasn't excited for it. Like, looking down here, bro, like, Dominic Reyes has like a top 5 case to have a fucking title shot at this point. This is ridiculous. Like, Bogdan Guskov is like in the title picture, apparently, according to light heavyweight standards right now. This is depressing. But yeah, you should have done Aspinall Pereira on this card instead, because then it's more hype, and B, more marketable. If Alex loses that heavyweight, he loses that heavyweight. That's not like he's losing to Khalil Roundtree if he loses. And yeah, but it should be a free title defense, like I said, just to stack Alex's numbers up. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. Is just that this fight is ridiculous. It shouldn't be made. But yeah, I'll have a fun time predicting this. Actually, I have some pretty close fights. I don't know who I'm gonna pick for pretty much any of these, because except that I'm picking Alex Pereira by knockout at some point in the fight. I don't know what round I'm gonna pick him to knock out Roundtree in, but that's gonna be my pick. The spoiler. And yeah, so that's all I really have to say about this. Dana White, you're cooked. Get the oil out, buddy. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.